What's going on, guys? Level Up Media. So in this video I will attempt to speak comparatively about two artists that I really like. They came out round about the same time in the early 2000s, and those artists go by the name of Mario and Neo. Both artists are still active until today, although not as popular as they were in the early 2000s. They are similar. I didn't say the same, so please don't come at me telling me I'm lying. They're not the same. Yes, of course they're not the same. That's why I'm comparing them. But being as they came out around the same time, they both had styles that were in line with the type of R&B that was around at the time. Mario has recorded 6 albums, while Neo presently stands at 9 albums. I won't pretend to have listened to every single song from each artist, but I do have a good idea of each artist and the impact they made during their prime. So let's speak about Mario vocally. Well, Mario typically sings in a high tenor tone and has a range of 2 octaves. Neo also sings in a tenor tone and also has a range of 2 octaves. Some sources suggest he has a range of 2 to 3 octaves. So their vocal capacity is about the same, and they both use a higher pitch frequently to emphasize certain notes, words, and phrases. So, like I said earlier, they are similar. See, I do know what I'm talking about. Anyway, there is not much between them vocally. It may be just a matter of preference, but for me, I'd probably go with Mario because I think Mario has a more unique tone and his transition between lower and higher tones are seamless. I'd probably go with Mario in terms of runs and riffs. So overall, I would give Mario the edge vocally, but just by a margin, as I think Neo is not that far off and can pretty much do the same things Mario can do vocally, but I think Mario's slightly more masterful in his vocal delivery. Now, songs and hits. Mario has a few hit songs. The ones that really made an impact were Let Me Love You, which is ironically written by Neo and became #1, and the track entitled Just a Friend. I used to love that track. I remember driving early 2000s in the summertime playing that track. Oh man, memories. Anyway, he definitely had some bangers, no doubt. But let's look at Neo's hits, which included Soul Sick. Let me just say, Soul Sick is probably one of the best R&B tracks ever made. The concept of being so sick, I think, was really creative. The beat, man, that beat was timeless. I'm telling you, up to now, that beat, whew, for real, man, serious stuff. And Neo's delivery on the track definitely made it one of the best tracks ever made, in my opinion. He also had tracks like All Because of You, Miss Independent, and Beautiful Monster. But in addition, Neo is an exceptional songwriter and has written for multiple artists. As I previously mentioned, he wrote Let Me Love You for Mario, he wrote Take a Bow and Hate That I Love You for Rihanna. That Hate That I Love You is a legendary track, and in my opinion, one of the best ever made. There is a version where Rihanna is singing solo, and then there's a duet version where Rihanna and Neo are singing together. That track is fire, I don't care what anyone says. Then you have another version where Rihanna is singing with a Spanish singer by the name of David Bisbal, where he's actually singing his whole part in Spanish. I mean, the creativity levels were just on a different level. Neo also wrote the track entitled Spotlight for Jennifer Hudson. At this point, Neo is nothing short of legendary. I mean, these are all certified hits we're talking about. Now, these 3 artists I'm about to mention that Neo has written for definitely solidify his legacy as legendary. These 3 artists are Celine Dion, Beyonce, and the one and only Janet Jackson. What? Janet Jackson. Now listen, it doesn't even matter about the tracks he wrote for them. You know, if you've written for any one of those 3 artists that I've just mentioned, you have arrived. I mean, any one of those 3, but especially Janet Jackson. What? That is levels. And just to throw in there, that Irreplaceable by Beyonce was actually written by Neo. Okay, so I think we've established that Neo is a legendary certified hitmaker. So dancing and performance wise, as far as I can remember, Mario is not really a dancer and performer like that. And I know Neo does have some level of dancing and performance which adds to his artistry. So shout out to Neo and salute to you, living legend on the scene. And also shout out to my guy Mario. He made waves and is a certified talent out here. I really like both of these artists. So like I said, I probably prefer Mario vocally, but I'd probably prefer Neo overall as an all-round artist, and would say that Neo has made a greater impact. So that's all from me, guys. Until next time, I'll see you on the other side. Peace.